What's up, Grim Crew? YouTube viewers, if you'd like to skip ahead to the gameplay, a timestamp will be provided for you down in the description box below. As for the rest of you who may be watching live as this happens, welcome back to my gaming dungeon. I am your dungeon master for the evening. I am the Grim Gamer. How the hell are you? On this Thursday night, we're back with part 4 and what I suspect to be the finale of Kena Bridge of Spirits on the PlayStation 5. So far, I have enjoyed the game. Although there is a couple things it's lacking for me a little bit. I'll touch base on more of that once we start seeing the credits roll, and I'll go over my my review of the game as I typically do. But in the last part, we got the 3 artifacts and freed another soul. And we moved on to confront, I guess, like the main soul that we were trying to free. And something and this guy's pretty powerful. I don't remember his name. I'm terrible with the names of these. But apparently he's like the village leader, the leader of the clan or something like that. And it seems like he was messing with some kind of power that he shouldn't have. He seemed like he was paranoid of something, like something was coming, or he was trying to prepare for something and trying to protect the clan or something, been messing with the power he shouldn't have. And I think, if I'm putting all the pieces together, he may have messed with his power, and it set off a chain of events that kind of ruined everything. An interesting part is that when Kena confronted him, he basically sent her into one of her own memories, or in a different... I don't know exactly what we'd call this, but Kena ended up having a vision or something of herself, a very small Kena, a child Kena, walking around with a staff calling out for her father. Her father was missing. Now, we had heard that Kena's father was also a spirit guide, but that's all we've heard. And I wanted to touch base on that later on as well, but before I talk too much about that, I want to see where this story goes. I just hope that the fact that they brought up Kena's father, and it was mentioned, and this little version of her was looking for that would actually lead into something. Because if it doesn't, then there was really no point for any of that. So either way, we're going to see where the story goes, and hopefully finish this up tonight. So the only thing left to do is to jump back in. Again, this is part 4 and possible finale of Kena Bridge of Spirits on the PlayStation 5. So let's get back into it. So here we are. Real quick, the spirit that we're... Tashi is the spirit that was like the leader of the clan. And we have 2 of his 3 artifacts already. We only have 1 left to go, and then we can confront Tashi again. I'm assuming we're going to confront Tashi again. So the last trial and the last artifact should be here. The warrior path. And again, it's very interesting what they do with the aesthetics and everything, because just in the last part, I went to the docks looking for like these gates to go through, and they weren't there. And so we were on this dock, and nothing was happening. But to then go through this now, and just how everything has changed, it's very interesting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Okay. Oh, and real quick, because once again I forgot, and I need to make a note of this and have it on my screen before I start these. Because I was gonna put this link in here before I got started, and once again I forgot. So I need to do better at that. Okay. It's a Discord link if anybody cares, and you can chat with us. Okay, so whoa. Well, that's interesting. Oh, we went from over there to over here. Well, I think that's the first time that we've went through one and it's really, truly teleported us somewhere. So that's very interesting. Yep, one I didn't see. That. Send y'all over there and pop! Okay, yeah, see those. Well, I can go over there now, or I can go through there, so... Not sure... Uh-huh. Well, okay. Neither one of those were open now. And now... Whoops! Yeah, that's not what I was trying to do. Just hit a wrong button. Oh. Well, that does not help me. Actually, all of this might be timed. Okay, this is timed, and it's timed... Oh, boy. Okay. So we're probably gonna have to wait... You know what? Instead of shooting them... I'm gonna guess... It'd probably be better if we just throw it... and wait... Here. Yeah, okay. So that's how we do that. Got it. Ooh. Well, where are we at now? Oh, we were way over there. Okay. So that right now does nothing. So we fight. Oh, my shield is down. Damn. Oof. Bam. There, and pop. Okay, so now we got some stuff lighting up. We got 4 more pillars up there now. Okay, and that means what? That doesn't seem to be doing anything. So we will need you guys to grab that. And bring that over yonder. But then on top of that, what is over here? Alright, drop that there. Oh, I see. So now there's a 1 lit up over there. I think it was a 4 for this one over here. Won't wait. Hold on. 2 for that one. So 1, 2. 4 over that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Okay, yeah, there's nothing up here anyway, but yeah, that just tells me what I already knew. Say, nothing over there? Just need to double check. Okay, where are we now? Oh boy. Okay, let's Uh-huh. I see. Yet I can't get over there yet. So let's see where this takes us. Well, this takes me here, but for what? Wait, so is that taking me back where I came from? And why would I want to do that? A little confused on that. Oh, we're going to slide down if we go there. So what we're going to need to do first is this. I need you to do your double jump, Kina. Well, what good does that do for me? I don't understand. I'm not understanding that at all. Timing on that was something. Oh, whatever. Get out of here with that. Okay, now that we finally got through that. Let's see, where am I now? Okay, well, we're getting there. Alright, I think this is where we want to be. That does nothing. Okay.
Over there.
Hey, whoa, wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Warrior. Ouch. Oh, I knocked his hat off. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. So you can do that too. Woo! I need to let that charge a little bit more. Woo! Oy. Goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Just got the choke slam. Oy. Oof. Oh, didn't get him. Alright, give me some health here, guys. We almost got him. We almost got him. Got him. Couple little weak shots, but we got him. Just gonna hand it over, huh? Well, I'll take it. Free Tashi. Use the relics to free Tashi. Relic Village Crest. Meditate. We got the warrior hat for the rot people. Extend my health some more, because absolutely.
Many rang this bell on a journey of reflection, hoping to seek guidance from our ancestors.
Okay.
As our village struggled, Toshi found few answers here.
That's it? That's all you got for me? Okay, that's fine. Alright, we got all 3 relics now. Can I go up to the bell and do anything?
Right there.
Ring it again? Just because. Why not? But yeah, other than that, nothing for me here. Alright, well then we move on then. Now, all that's left to do is head back up the mountain. But we just got a new hat for our little guys, for our little buddies. So we're going to get that real quick. And yeah, Warrior 500. Okay, now up the mountain we go. We're gonna confront Tashi. Actually, didn't I have another? No, apparently I did not. I thought I had another one of those deliveries that I could make, but that does not appear to be the case. So, all right, Tashi. Here we come. Oh yeah, that's right. It's cold and snowing up here. Is that you? No. Oh, here we go.
Your will is strong, Spirit Guide. The power of the mountain shrine is mine. I took it to save my people.
How well did you do that? How many of
It's
them did
time,
you save?
Toshi. Let go, and we can restore your home together.
You wanna challenge me? Come!
Bring it, Tashi. Oy. Oh wow, alright. Well, I don't know where you went. Oh wow, one of them is enough to take out the shield, huh? Well, that's a bunch of garbage. Oh, and you can deflect those too. Neat. Oh, what'd you do? Block that too? Oh, didn't block that one, did you? Oh, you can just deflect that too while we're at it. Oif. Okay. Calm down there, buddy. Ooh. Got you with a good one there, huh? Oh, I thought that was to heal my health. No? Oh, okay. I needed an action for that. Only got one little shot in. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Just take two of them right away. Ow. Ooh, missed me. All right, Tashi. Gotcha. Uh-oh. Oh, my little people. My little buddies.
Together, the Rot are quite powerful. But I have faced them once before. You may think you know these creatures. Let me show you their true nature.
Well, that's not good. No, little buddy, come here. Oh, no. Well, none of this is good. Oh no! All of my little buddies are gone! No! Well, that's not good. Hold on, do we have, anything that we can use here? Shield strength up. Deal massive damage. Let's get that one. And that's not gonna matter if I don't have my little rock guys anymore, but... Oh boy. Mountain Shrine. So this is what we were trying to get to this entire time. And now that we finally made it, we gotta confront Tashi. Is there... No, there's nothing to collect here. At all. So... But yeah, I don't have my little buddies anymore. This is not good. Very interesting area. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Corrupt rot god. Oh, I think I gotta get the thing underneath. Okay, well, we gotta watch for that. Well, what was I hitting that was doing damage? Ah! Whew, okay. Really gotta watch the health because I have no way to get any back anymore. Oh boy. I just attach to? Oh, hell. Oh? No? Oh, I got a couple of my guys back! Woohoo! Okay, so I have one action with them that I can use because I have... well, at least the little one on my shoulder again now. And looks like 3 of them backing me up. Okay. Leaf. Uh-oh. Not good. Oh, I was outside. He tossed me out of the circle. Oh, and we gotta do all that all over again. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Oh, yeah, we can skip that. We already seen it. Okay, and then we gotta get back to this. Okay. Ow. Okay, so once again, that's basically part 1. So I can't get out of this circle. That's... Ow. One of the main things. Yikes. Oh, they're on his side. Okay. Oh, okay, so those fall from underneath me. Cool. Where did my platform go? Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, I can't make that far. So... how am I supposed to... how am I supposed to manage that? How am I supposed to get there? I'm not understanding. Well, that doesn't make sense. It's the only thing I can think of is trying to get that. But I can't reach it. Oh, and I gotta go all the way back down here again? Nope, and then it's gonna fall. Well, and then that platform's gone. So what? What? That doesn't make sense. And then that's... what? How? Yeah, I don't get it. There's something here I'm missing. Something I'm not understanding. Is there a way I can throw it harder? Like... I don't know how long that lasts, but... not long enough. Okay. Okay. Nope, and that goes back already. So how the hell... There's no way. I don't understand. That does nothing. It's like it's just out of reach, and I don't understand how I'm supposed to get to it. I just don't understand. Hey, how you doing? Let's see if I can try to pronounce that without butchering it. Is that... I want to say Welsh gaming, but that they don't seem right. Well, either way. Oh, and thank you for the follow, too. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I don't understand how I'm supposed to. I obviously I got to blow that up, but I can't get close enough to it. So. And I run out of time. Like. Yeah, I run out of time before I can get over there. So. I saw it. What did I see? Hold on. Ah, hold on. Aha! Aha! Oh no, damn it! So that one also drops off then. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Okay. I was too focused on that thing. Well, where the hell am I supposed... Oh. Okay. Alright, well, bit by bit, I'm figuring this out. Okay. There. To there. To there. Ah! Finally! Because of this final boss fight, too tedious for me. Master Spirit Guide difficulty. Yeah, well... I'm not. So, I'm playing it basically on the easiest mode, and the way that I am, and not only that, with the streaming, and I don't get to play games that often, if I can end up getting stuck on something for too long, I'm gonna move on to something else, because I'm gonna play the streaming. The Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights when I get to stream is about the only times I really get to play games, unfortunately. And I've got a ridiculous backlog of games that I'm trying to get to, and if I take too long on one section of one game, it just puts me behind of everything else that I'm trying to do. And I don't mind a little bit of a challenge here and there, but I'm not one of those people that play things specifically for the challenge. I know that there's some people out there that are like that, and you know, for those that enjoy that, that's great, and all the more power to you. I play games for the story and for the characters, and just for it to be fun. If it's not fun for me, there's no point in doing it. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I have no shame of playing games on an easier difficulty. If I'm having fun with it and I get the story out of it, that's what matters to me, you know? So yeah, I'm not playing this on a very hard difficulty at all. There, give me my little guys back. Ooh, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. All right. Oh, get away from the edge. Get away from the edge. Oh my goodness. Oy. Oh, he's way up there. They should be. No? Oh wow, that did nothing. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to hit. I saw it earlier in parts. In phases 1 and 2, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be going after. Like his weak points I saw before, I don't understand what they are now. I'm doing no damage. Once again, I'm not understanding. What am I supposed to be hitting? Gameplay style to be absolutely. You know, again, if you enjoy the challenge and you know, it's all about the gameplay and you know, just challenging yourself and everything. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. But you know, yeah, not for me. I'll find that if I play something and it just I get too frustrated too easily. And if I'm like over and over and over again trying to like do something, most people, I feel like normal people, would finally beat whatever it is and finally, you know, yes, and you'd have a sense of accomplishment, right? That I feel like that's a normal reaction. Not for me. I don't allow myself to do it. I don't know why. I can't, because I'll finally get past it and go, well, you know what? It's about damn time. And by then about shut the game off because I'm just disgusted with it. And I'm not having fun. And if I'm not having fun, there's no point in doing it. Well, again, I saw its weak points before in basically the first two stages. I don't see those points now. So I'm not understanding what I'm supposed to be going for at this point. Wow. I thought maybe it would be that, and it's not. Actually, I wonder. Ow. Huh. Oh, hold on. Ugh. Okay, where am I? Get it. There we go. So basically, at this point, it's just run around and survive. And just let the little rot buddies do the work, essentially. I got one or two more. Get it. Woo! Hey, little buddies, we did it. Hey, little buddy. Hey there. Thank you.
Our ancestors trusted in the power of the mountain shrine. Its waters nurtured our village, gave us life, strengthened our connection to the spirit realm. I could not understand why it would betray us. home was crumbling. And the people looked to me for answers. I failed them. And could only watch as life drained from the village.
So we should do nothing? You should take action.
The creature is connected to the balance of the land. Its presence, the famine. They are part of a natural cycle. The land needs time to heal. We must cross the mountains. It's time to look for a new home.
Your faith in the old ways has blinded you.
Lead our people, and they will follow you.
Zajiro, you have the power to stop this. We should drive it out.
Put down the staff, Toshi.
I will end this suffering.
Wow. What a guy.
Why are you punishing us? What did we do? Answer me.
That looks incredible.
How many people must die? Why? Tell me. Don't turn your back on me. Listen to me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We devoted ourselves to you. We don't need you. This is it.
Way to go, Tashi.
Zajiro once told me, change was an essential part of life. He understood the Lord God's purpose. Fear drove my actions, and I destroyed something beautiful. If I had just listened to Zajiro, how many could have been saved?
I'm sorry, Toshi. We're not meant to suffer such pain. Grief is natural, but it can imprison us, change who we are. Your torment has lasted long enough. Nothing will change what happened here. You must forgive yourself so the land can heal.
Come, Toshi. Our time here is over. Goodbye, Kena. There is only one spirit left for you to help.
Oh? There is? Meditate at the mountain shrine. Okay. Well, that was something. And now I'm... Okay, no, I'll have my review at the very end. When this is all said and done and we see the credits roll, I'll have my whole breakdown of how I feel about everything about the game. But what I still, I guess, don't quite understand is that... So what, there was like a plague or something and the people were dying? Or is that just the excuse that they're using for this guy to do what he did? Because, okay, people were dying. And then he blamed this entity, and then he just made everything worse. It's essentially really what I got out of that. So...
Goodbye, little friend.
I love the art style of this game. Ah, you're back. Well, there we have it. Okay. So, I guess let's talk about it. I wasn't expecting to get through the last part of this in, well, a little over an hour. But so this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream tonight. Couple things. And I guess I'll just do my typical breakdown for the review of this. So, well, I'm going to do it a little out of order compared to usual. So, first off, I guess we'll just start off with the graphics. The graphics is what I'm going to actually turn that down a bit. The graphics is actually what got me interested in wanting to play this in the first place. I saw a couple screenshots, I saw a trailer, and I thought to myself, like, man, that looks like that's straight out of a Disney Pixar movie. That's just, I don't know if I've ever seen another game that looks like that. So I was intrigued. I was very curious. And then when I started to do the research and seeing was it Ember Lab, and there was another one. There was another company that they were known for doing animations and doing things like that. And the fact that this game was originally under development as an animated movie or like TV series, but then when they started developing the rock characters and how they would interact with the environments, that's when it got morphed into a game. You can see that these development companies, their expertise, where it lies in those visuals and in Sparks. Sparks was the other one. But you can see that that's what they would be known for. Because it's every cutscene, it's like, you know, I can believe that this could have been like an animated movie, and it looks incredible. It's a very beautiful looking game as far as that style goes, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. The gameplay, I appreciated. I did like how throughout each stage, and as you progressed, and now I've only put maybe 12 or 13 hours into this playthrough, and here we are with the credits rolling, but every couple hours, something else would be added in. There'd be a new mechanic to figure out and play with. There would be different ways to incorporate the little rot characters. They kept changing it up often enough that you didn't start getting bored with it. And then the fact that it was a bit of a shorter game, it didn't wear out its welcome. They didn't drag this on too long. And even each section they didn't drag on too long. New game plus, new challenges, yada yada. Okay, that's that. So yeah, it didn't drag on too long, and they keep adding in things to mess with and play with, and different mechanics to figure out, different ways to traverse the levels, different ways to take out the enemies, and so I felt it was very engaging, and I felt that it was a joy and a pleasure to play. Now, this, for me, for my personal taste, what I like in my games, it is lacking in a couple areas. I am a very story-driven, with a lot of narrative fan games of that style. I play games for the story and for the characters. For me, a great story and great characters can even make up for lackluster gameplay most of the time. Very rarely, for me and my experience and what I like, does that go the other way around. No matter how good a game is with its mechanics, with just the gameplay itself, if the story and the characters aren't that great, I don't stay invested. I don't get sucked in and want to see more of it. Being that this one is a bit on the shorter side, I think that helped. If this drug on too long, I don't know how long I could stay invested in this game. Now, the story and the characters weren't necessarily bad. I'm not saying that. I wish there was more. And I said this at the beginning of the stream, that in part 3 of this playthrough, there was an instance where Kina she saw a young version of herself, and she was calling out for her father. And we had learned early on that her father was also a spirit guide. But that's all we heard. And I said at the beginning of the stream, I hope that now that there was this cutscene of young Kina, looking for her father, that was going to lead into something, that was going to matter. And it didn't. So I was thinking about this over the last couple of days, that right from the start, as soon as we hit, new game and we jump into the game and it drops Kina down like in a cave, we're just going. There's no backstory leading up to why she's there, what she's doing. She goes, well, I'm trying to get to the spirit shrine. Okay, why? For what? It doesn't really tell you that. It doesn't really explain what her motives are and why she's there in the first place. And then as we start going through, okay, collect these artifacts and basically free this spirit, free this soul, let them move on. Okay, well, yes, she's a spirit guide, that's what she does. I understand that. But once again, why was she there in this village helping these specific people? There's no, I guess, emotional involvement. There's no personal reason why she's there. She's just there. It's like she's just punching in for a shift. Oh, this is my job. This is what I do. I personally want a little bit more than that out of the story. So I bring all that up because when they had mentioned that Kina's father was a spirit guide, and then that was it, nothing else about him, I kind of wish they would have taken that and incorporated that, the fact that her father was a spirit guide and she's following in his footsteps. I wish they would have incorporated that into a bigger, overarching story arc. And what I would have liked to have seen is that perhaps she would have been searching for her father. Maybe her father left and went to go to a specific village, probably this one. So most of what I'm about to say is you could have kept most of this already intact. Just add some more story elements to it that's a little bit more personal to the character, so therefore I could add something to latch onto. So maybe her father would have went to this village and he just never came back. So she goes here in search of her father, looking for her father. It would have given her a reason to be there. And then if for some reason it wasn't Tashi, maybe her father's spirit was corrupted. And by the time she gets to the end of this journey, it's her father that she actually has to set his spirit free. So she would have to really be, I would think, she would be really torn in this instance, right? That she doesn't want to lose her father, but she knows she has to let him go. she doesn't want to fight her father, but she knows it's the only way to let his spirit move on. So there would be this, there would be this emotional attachment for Kina and this story and this whole overarching thing. And the fact that she's also a spirit guide, maybe we could have had a cutscene of some sort where flashback and her father is teaching her some specific technique or some kind of something special as far as what it means to be a spirit guide. And at the very end, at the end of the fight, at the end of the battle, she has to use this specific lesson to free her father's spirit and let him go and let him rest. And therefore, there would be this maybe sense of pride on the father's part. There would have been this hurt, this pain, but also this joy and this it's the word I'm looking for. A sense of, I guess, relief in the fact that she knew that he'd be okay and she could let him go. And that just, I would have just liked to have seen something to that effect, in that vein, so that we understood why Kina was there, what her motives were, and that would have gave us a little bit more of who she is as a character, and just something for me to care about. Something for me to latch onto and be invested in. The story that I got here was, she goes to this village, something happened, we have to free these spirits, and we figure out by the end really what happened, who is responsible. We free all the spirits in the village, we restore order. That's it. To me, that just lacks a certain punch. That lacks a certain it's for me, I guess it's a little weak. And that's disappointing, because there's a lot of other things for me to really enjoy about this game. So I don't know. I kind of doubt that it'll ever happen, that we'll actually ever get a sequel to this. I don't hear anybody ever talk about this game. I ran across a trailer for it kind of by accident. And when I saw that, that's the only reason why I wanted to give it a try. But I don't hear anybody talk about this game. Since I started playing it, anybody else that I talked to has never heard of it. So I'm guessing it probably didn't necessarily sell that well, and it's not really all that popular. So I doubt we'll ever get a sequel to it, which is a shame, because I think there is plenty here to build on. But I don't see that happening. So this is probably all I'm going to get, and it's not that I won't ever play it again, because I wouldn't have a problem coming back and playing it again, but with the story and the characters lacking a little bit, most likely if I'm going to go back and replay something, it'll be something else before this. So just like a good movie that I can watch over and over and over and over again, a good story in a game will bring me back to replay it over and over and over again. I see there's this New Game Plus here, and New Game Plus is just kind of a, it's kind of a staple in gaming today. It's just, most games seem to do that because I feel like I'm in the minority here, where I don't necessarily need a bunch of new things. I don't need other unlockables. I don't need other reasons to bring me back in to play it again. If I enjoy the story and the characters enough, I'll go back and replay it time and time again. So even with a new game plus, if there's other things to do, other things to unlock, all this other stuff, I don't really care about that. That doesn't really matter to me. This was released during the pandemic, but I thought most people staying at home most of the time playing games didn't notice it. This game, I had it all written down. Let me go back to my notes here about it, because that's one thing I'll do too. How am I gonna pronounce your name there? Because what is that? Is that a WLCH or a W? I'm not. How do you want me to pronounce that? I don't want to butcher it. But anyway, that's one thing that I'll do before I jump into any full playthrough of a game. I will look up some information about it, try to find like a couple interesting facts or something about it. Check that. Okay, we can do that. that works for me. Got it. But yeah, so I looked up some information about it before starting. And so this game came out September 21st of 2021. So yeah, I guess right around there. I don't know right off of the top of my head what else may have been coming out at that time. Maybe not much, but if there wasn't much coming out, much else coming out at that time, and with the fact that the PS5, I just got one a little over a year ago, so I didn't get a PS5 when it launched, but I heard a lot of people talking about how weak the game library for the PS5 was for quite a long time. You know, so for anything to be coming out, especially, you know, early in the console's life cycle, and just what was going on in the world at the time, people would be looking for about anything to play, I would think. So I think I would have heard a bit more about this, and I just never did. And again, but it's also not one of the big studios. It's not, you know, one of these like AAA studios that did it. So it may have just slipped under the radar. It may have just not gotten a lot of publicity. It may have just, you know, didn't have maybe a lot of marketing for it, a lot of advertising for it. It just seemed to kind of go unnoticed. And I do think that's a bit of a shame, because even though there's some things that I wish that were stronger about the game, overall there's a lot to really like here. There's a lot to enjoy here. And I did appreciate it, and I did enjoy it, for sure. So get to know this game in 2025. Yeah, for sure. That's so I've been fortunate enough now to be doing this whole streaming thing for about 2.5 years or so, maybe. And I started doing it as a part of a retro game shop that me and a friend of mine was doing. And we started doing some streams from the shop. Unfortunately, the shop didn't end up working out. A lot of things were working against us at that time. Plus, it takes a lot of time and money and, you know, stuff that we didn't have. But either way, that's kind of what's starting the streaming for me. And when I started getting into that, I also started getting into just game collecting. I've been playing games since I was a kid, but and I'm not sure how old you are, and if you'd be familiar with this, but growing up, we obviously didn't have money, so we would get some games, here and there, and then if we weren't playing anymore, or if we wanted a different game, we would go to our local shop and we would trade them in. We would get store credit. We would get other games. We didn't hang on to most of that stuff. So a lot of games over the years that I enjoyed that I wish I still had, I started going back and rebuying. And then as a part of that shop, I started getting a couple other game consoles and all that kind of stuff. And when the shop went away, when that was over, I wound up with a bunch of those consoles that I bought for the shop. I mean, I paid for them. I was able to bring them home with me. And so because of that, I started collecting for game consoles that I didn't have when I was a kid, or game consoles that I had as a kid that I just didn't have anymore. And because of that, I started looking into the library of a bunch of these different consoles and seeing what they had. And I wanted to start broadening my horizons a little bit of different games that I was playing. Games that I never gave a chance because I wasn't interested, or games that I had just never heard of before. And typically, growing up, I played a lot of wrestling games. I was a huge wrestling fan for the majority of my life. And so I played almost any wrestling game I could get my hands on. That's what I spent most of my time playing back then. But I would play some racers and a couple beat-em-ups here and there. But by the time we got to the PlayStation 3 and I started playing games like Uncharted and those very narrative-heavy, story-driven games, when I started getting into those, that's when I really, found what I really liked and what I wanted more of. And then with the shop and playing some older retro games and playing some games that I used to play as a kid, I started thinking to myself, well, man, there's so many games out there. Which ones have I missed out on? Which ones have I not tried? Which ones have I not played? There may be a lot of games out there that I would really love, but I just never had a chance to play. So I just started looking into different things. And so something like this, in all honesty, something like Kena, Bridge of Spirits, I don't know if I ever would have given a second thought several years ago. But in trying to figure out and just wanting to try some new things as far as the games, this one stuck out, and I thought, okay, I would really like to play that and just see what it's all about. And I'm glad I did. It was a really, really enjoyable experience. I did really like it. Turn 50 next year. Play PC games since the 1980s. Okay, gotcha. So, did you specifically play PC or just mostly PC? Growing up, so I just turned 36. And so growing up, we had a PC in the house, but my folks basically specifically bought it just to print out documents and type some things up every once in a while. That was basically it. This PC that we had growing up was not a gaming PC in the slightest. Not even close. We played a couple games on it, but very, very simple games. And back then, at our age anyways, we weren't playing like, the most in-depth games anyways. But we played stuff like there was an Evel Knievel stunt bike racer or something that we played on it. We played one. It was one of them flying simulator type games or something. I believe it was like F-22 Raptor. And, of course, we played Sims, and we played Roller Coaster Tycoon. But stuff like that was about it. Everything else was all consoles. And I started playing consoles with, like, the Sega Genesis. And then once the PlayStation came out, I remember Dad bought the PlayStation. We got to play it a little bit. We finally got our own PlayStations. And my brother and I have been PlayStation guys ever since. We didn't have Nintendos in the house growing up. And we eventually did get a Nintendo 64. And we had a GameCube for a minute. But it was mostly PlayStation for the most part, from the first one all the way up till now. And, yeah, so I started branching out. I think I got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. I got, I don't know, 13 or 14 different consoles currently that I'm collecting games for. And that's fun for me also. I like to play games from the original hardware, so that's what I do here on the stream. So whether it's on the PlayStation 5 or it's the original Nintendo, I'll hook the original Nintendo up to the entire rig here, and I will play Double Dragon or Super Mario Brothers through the original console on stream. And it's just, I want to experience, you know, the games on their original hardware whenever possible. Sometimes it's not possible. Some games are stupid expensive, and there's no way in hell I'm going to fork over the kind of money for that. So every once in a while, it'll still be on some kind of hardware. I don't do emulators, and I don't play games like on Steam and stuff like that. So, for instance, if I was gonna play, I don't know. Well, before I bought, like Streets of Rage 2, because that game was a few dollars, I had it like on a PlayStation 3 Genesis compilation, so I played it through there, you know, something like that. So, but typically, I like to use the original hardware if possible. Never owned a PlayStation. That's interesting. And I know that some, you know, people are different. People have certain, like, almost like allegiances or alliances to certain things. I understand, like, the whole thing about, like, PC gaming and stuff. I think you have a lot more options, especially with specific games, to really do some interesting things with them. For me, I could never justify affording playing games on PC, because it seems like I would always have to keep upgrading stuff. And I can't afford that. So, you know, compared to building like a brand new PC every, you know, several years for $1,000, $1,500, whatever, you know, I'll get me a console for $500, $600 or something like that, and that'll have a lifespan of anywhere from 10 to 12 years, something like that. I get to play a whole bunch of different games, and then, you know, that we'll just go from there. So, but on top of that, just growing up and not playing games on PC, I think it might also maybe just stem from your experiences growing up. You know, if you grew up playing games on PC, and that's what you're familiar with, that's what you know, you might probably just want to stick with that. And we grew up with the consoles, and just a lot of memories growing up playing games with my brother or my cousins or even my parents at some point, and playing on various consoles and stuff. And I like to be able to break those consoles out now, and in a way it kind of takes me back to you know, the good old days, if you will. And it just, and to me it's simple. Like my brother at one point, because my brother streams also, and for a while he had basically transferred over to playing games on PC. And it seems like every time I talk to him, it's like, oh, well, I want to play this game, but then I had to download this ROM, or I had to do this thing, or I had to adjust these settings, or, well, I want to play this game, but, you know, the servers are down, so I had to get this fan patch, and I had to do this thing and that thing. And I'm like, that all sounds like an absolute royal pain in the ass. I want to be able to plug the thing in, pop the game in, turn it on, and play it. That's it. So it just seems like PC gaming just always sounded like such a hassle. And I don't have the patience. I really don't. So give me my console, give me my game, let me pop it in, let me play it. That's it. So, but again, that's just what I'm used to. You know, I think if I had the patience for it and if I had the money for it, it would be interesting to get into PC gaming and just see what you could do with it. I do enjoy some games like Skyrim, Fallout 4, things like that, and you know what people are able to do with a high-end PC and some really incredible mods and stuff like that. You could turn the games into a completely different experience, and you know, then a game like that, you know, you absolutely get your money's worth out of it, because at any given point you can turn it into basically a completely different game and a whole new experience. So that could go a long, long way. But these days I don't have the time for that anyway. Like I just finished like a full playthrough of the Oblivion remaster on the PS5, and I basically did like the main quest line, and that was it. And I'm like, it's time for me to move on. My backlog right now of games that I have collected and that I want to play, and especially do here on stream, I think I'm sitting at about 60 or 65 games, somewhere in there, that I want to do. And that's just full-length playthroughs. I have a bunch of other games, too, that I want to do for just one. So I'll typically do a full-length playthrough of something. I'll play something all the way through. And then I'll do a one-off of something. And I'll just I'll do one stream on something that I just want to try, that I just want to give a shot. And actually, come next Tuesday night for my next stream will be a one-off since we finished this, and I'll talk about that here in just a moment. And then once I do a one-off, then it's on to the next full-length playthrough, and I rinse and repeat that formula. So I get to try a bunch of different games, doing it that way. So nice chatting with you, good one. Well, thank you very much, Check. I appreciate you. I appreciate chatting with a little while. I'm about to get off of here anyways, and I thank you very much for the follow. I don't know if it's something that you'd be interested in. But again, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night is when I do my streams. I start 11:30 p.m. Eastern start time. I'm not sure where you're at and what your time zone is and what that equates to. But there's a link there pinned in the chat. It's for the Grim Beardson Discord. It's a joint Discord server with myself and my brother. There will be updates in there. I update what I stream next and when. And we can just talk games over there, or we can talk about basically whatever. And then there's also a link to my YouTube channel. That YouTube channel has over 500 videos. I back up and archive all of my previous streams on that YouTube channel. And I also do some YouTube specific stuff over there. So like I'll go to different shops and different places, and I'll do some retro game hunting. I'll do some retro game unboxings. I'll do some countdowns of some of my favorite games. A whole bunch of other stuff gaming related over there. But all the different streams over the last couple of years, they're all on there for the 100 or so different games I've done on stream so far. So if any of that you might be interested in. But come Tuesday night, next Tuesday night will be my next one-off, and I will be doing a one-off of the new Terminator 2D No Fate that just released last week, I think. That one looks intriguing to me. I love the Terminator 2 movie. And this 2D type game, which is another one of these things that I don't typically play, but it looks interesting enough, and since I know the story of Terminator 2, it's like, well, if nothing else, I at least understand the story. I can probably understand what's going on, and it'll just be an interesting experience. So Tuesday night we'll be doing Terminator 2D No Fate, and on that Discord, I'm going to have to update it there because with Christmas and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day on that Wednesday and Thursday, not 100% sure if I'm going to be streaming those nights or not. I currently plan to, but I understand that, not, most people may be busy. So, but I plan on starting my next full-length playthrough on that Wednesday. But I'm not sure yet. It's going to depend, I guess, on what's going on for me personally for those holidays. So I will update in that Discord when I make that decision and figure it out. But Tuesday night, Terminator 2D, that is going to happen for sure. So, yeah, with that being said, I think that's going to be it for me anyways, because at this point I'm just going to ramble. And we got this game finished up. So I'm looking forward to my next full-length playthrough. And I look forward to keep working down my list of games that I want to play. And that Terminator 2D I'm really excited for because it really looked good. And I'm very much interested in that one. So check, once again, one last quick shout-out. Thanks for chatting with me for a little while. I greatly appreciate it, and the follow I greatly appreciate as well. It means a lot to me, and I hope to see you again here in the coming days, in the coming streams. And as for me, this was Kena, Bridge of Spirits. It was fun, and I did enjoy it, and that's going to be it for me. So until next time, I'm D. I'm the Grim Gamer. And I'll catch y'all next week.